Oh my god, you guys, the intercontinental title is gonna mean something again. Finally, WWE is picking up the IC title out of the ashes and trying to make it mean something again by giving it almost an entire Raw. Are you ready to see what the fuck I'm talking about? Watch the rest of Future Wrestling Observer to see what I mean. It's your boy, the original outlaw, Chris Helix, and you're watching the review of Monday Night Raw, April 14th, 2014 edition. So let's get rolling with some Future Wrestling Observer. So tonight we had a intercontinental kind of tournament going on to see who the number one contender was, and we had the first rounds of that. It was RVD took on ADR, and it was RVD that advanced in the competition. Then we had Cesaro taking on Mark Henry. Cesaro ends up picking up the win in that one. Then we had Jack Swagger taking on Sheamus. Sheamus picks up the win in that one. And of course we had Bad News Barrett taking on Dolph Ziggler in the first rounds of the Intercontinental Championship number one contendership, and it was Bad News Barrett that ended up picking up the win in that one. And I gotta say, the first rounds of the Intercontinental Championship tournament to determine the number one contendership for Big E Langston's Intercontinental title, I gotta say, it was about 3 stars for me for all the matches combined. I say it was about 3 stars for the first round of the Intercontinental Championship tournament to determine who the number one contender is. Wow, that is a mouthful. We'll try to figure out something shorter in the next few weeks or so when they're getting on in the I think next week they'll be doing for Raw the semifinals. And then the finals will probably be the week after that. And then we'll finally get to see who will take on Big E Langston at Extreme Rules for the IC title. But like I said, RVD moves on. Cesaro, Sheamus, and Bad News Barrett. The Rhodes brothers, Cody Rhodes and Goldust, end up taking on Ryback in the first tag team match of the night. And it was Ryback ended up picking up the win for Ryback by pinning Cody Rhodes. And it was a clean match. There was no cheating from what I've seen. And I got to give this match a solid 2.5 stars. We got Paige in her first ever match as the WWE Divas Champion. I do believe it was her first match as the WWE Divas Champion, taking on Alicia Fox. Paige ends up picking up the win. This was an awesome match. Alicia Fox and Paige worked really great together. I gotta say this match was 3 stars. We got Evolution, aka Orton and Batista, taking on the Usos, and this match ended in an, I'm gonna say, no contest, because the Shield came out and started beating the holy hell out of Orton and Batista, and nobody really said if, usually if it's not a no contest, they'll say, blah blah wins via disqualification. But this match, even though it ended in disqualification because the Shield beating up some Evolution member, or even though it ended in no contest, even though the Shield came out and was beating the shit out of Evolution, and we're not really sure who won, I gotta say it was a 2.5 star. We got the rookie Alexander Rusev taking on Xavier Woods, and of course Alexander Rusev wins his second match, I do believe this is, on Monday Night Raw. And I didn't give it a star rating because the matches are way too short to rate Alexander's in-ring ability. but I am liking the character, and I would like to see a longer match, maybe him taking on Lesnar or a bigger guy like Roman Reigns or something, to see what he can really do in the ring, because I know Roman Reigns can do a lot in the ring. Not so much Lesnar, he gets kind of gassed quickly, but maybe let's see a rivalry between Alexander Rusev and Roman Reigns. And like I said, Rusev picks up the win. We got some mixed tag team action for you. Fandango and Layla. Yes, that's right. Summer Rae is gone. Fandango fired her. Now it's Layla that is dance partner / mixed tag team partner, taking on Emma and Santino Marella. And I gotta say, this match was really fucking horrible. Way too short. Probably could have got better once they warm up, but I really don't think it was that great of a match, so I have to give it 0 stars, and it was Fandango and Layla picking up their first win as a tag team. This last match, I don't know if you can really call it a match. The Shield was taking on 11 guys. They didn't know that though until basically right before the match, because it was announced at the beginning of the show that Shield was going to be taking on some opponents, but the 11 opponents ended up being Alberto Del Rio, Jack Swagger, Rybaxel, Titus O'Neil, Fandango, Alexander Rusev, Bad News Barrett, and 3MB. I think I got everybody in that. It was hard to tell who all was in there, but the match ends in no contest. And then Evolution comes out, tells everybody to get out of the ring, and beats the holy hell out of the Shield. And we see Evolution, as they've been saying lately, works great together when they're all on the same page. And there wasn't really much of a match, so I gave this one star. But like I said, it ends in no contest. I would love to see this rivalry pick up even more between Evolution and the Shield, because I'm loving the 6-man tag team action that we've been seeing lately, and I want to see more of it. And Evolution will definitely be key players in this 6-man tag, because nobody really likes any of them alone, but when they get together, you kind of remember your childhood seeing Evolution, and you almost want to see all those douchebags together and go, hey, well, I don't like them separately, but the tag team's awesome. Well, that does it for Future Wrestling Observer's review of Monday Night Raw, April 14th, 2014 edition. I gotta say, I have to give this Raw 2 stars, because there was a lot of lacking in it. There was a lot of missteps for me by WWE that, for storylines that they could have picked up, and some wrestlers were botching moves, and there was just that horrible 0-star mixed tag team match. I don't know if it was Layla's fault or whose fault it was. I can't really put the blame on anybody, because I haven't seen Emma wrestle much. I've seen her mainly dance around like a blubbering idiot. I mean, I think she's hot, and I love the Australian accent, but just cut the dancing out. Layla, I gotta say though, in your debut with Fandango, I gotta say that, or re-debut, I guess, I don't know what you want to call it, but your debut as a mixed tag team with Fandango or dance partner, I gotta say you were doing some pretty good moves, but I definitely love that, because hopefully that means we don't gotta see that horrible wrestler Summer Rae come back. And anyway, like I said, this edition of WWE's Monday Night Raw, 2 stars. You've been watching Future Wrestling Observer. I'm the original outlaw, Chris Helix. Don't forget to subscribe to Heavy Glow Studios. Like this video, like the Heavy Glow Studios Facebook page, like the Future Wrestling Observer Facebook page, and I am tapping out.